Miss Jean here. I'm eager to find out how Miss Simon's students have done on the challenge. How about you? Now, if you recall, in our last episode of this 4-part series called Little Fires, Jake struggled to complete Natasha's word challenge. I wonder if Cyrus and Addison have done any better. Let's join them in the history classroom now and find out. Here's today's episode. It's the last in our series called Untamable.
Here are all the test papers, Miss Simon.
Thank you, Addison. How did you do with the test?
Pretty well, I think.
Great. Now, class, last time we met, I challenged you to go 24 hours without using negative or critical words. So, would anyone like to share their experience so far?
I will, Miss Simon.
Okay, Cyrus.
Well, I was doing really great until Kezzy spilled her strawberry smoothie all over my geometry homework.
That sounds bad.
Yeah, I was willing to forgive her for the spill because I knew she didn't mean to do it.
Well, that's a nice older brother thing to do.
But
Oh dear. What happened next?
then she tried to say it was my fault. My fault that she spilled her smoothie. Yeah, that's when I lost the challenge.
Okay, so did you start over?
Yep, almost 20 hours ago.
That's great, Cyrus. Anyone else? Yes, Addison.
Well, I haven't said anything negative to anyone else.
But to yourself?
Well, I guess I kind of slipped up there, Miss Simon.
I think most people do. Our self-talk can be pretty brutal. Did most of you have trouble with the challenge? Yes. Really hard. Well, I have some thoughts to share with you. But first, we have a special guest.
Ooh, a special guest?
And I invited her to bring along a couple of friends.
Who could it be?
We're ready. Come on in. Class, in case you haven't already met her, this is Junior Ranger Brooke.
Hi, guys.
You can set those pet carriers anywhere you like. They look heavy.
Thanks. One of them is very heavy.
We are so glad you could visit with us today. Who did you bring with you?
Well, I'll show you.
Wow, what is it?
This is Silky, named because of her thick, silky fur. Does anyone know what she is?
Is she some type of fox?
Her face is a little like a long-eared fox, but she's not a fox.
Her tail is really long with black and white rings. Is she some kind of lemur?
No, but that's a good observation about her tail. In fact, that's where she gets her name, Ringtail.
A ringtail?
Ringtails are part of the raccoon family.
She looks really tame.
She is very tame because she was hand-raised. Would you like to hold her?
Sure. Oh, wow, she must be a couple feet long, but she doesn't weigh much. She's super soft.
Hey, I'm next. What do ringtails eat?
Well, in the wild, they eat bugs, fruits, reptiles, and small birds and mammals.
They're great climbers too, aren't they?
Yes, that's true. They spend a lot of time in trees.
She's so cool.
Now I want to put Silky back in her cage so you can meet Koa. There we go. And okay. And here's Koa.
Oh, wow. What is it? A giant lizard, right?
Yes. Koa is an Asian water monitor.
He's so big. What is he, 4 feet?
4.5, but still young. Eventually, he could grow to be 6 to 8 feet long.
Whoa, that's huge. Like a Komodo dragon.
Exactly. He's very similar. Komodos are monitor lizards also, though they usually get a little bigger.
He looks pretty docile, though.
Yes, he is a gentle giant. Very tame because his owner has handled him since he was a hatchling. Any takers?
I'll hold him.
You're braver than us, Miss Simon.
Hi, Koa. Oh, wow, he's heavy and cold.
As a reptile, he can't generate his own heat. He likes your warm lap.
Look at his tongue flicking in and out.
Yes, he's constantly testing the air for food, enemies, things like that.
What do they eat?
Well, basically anything they can catch and swallow.
Brooke, I am so glad you could bring Silky and Koa to visit us today. Here you go, big guy. Time to go back to Ranger Brooke.
Thanks for inviting us to visit.
Class, let's thank Ranger Brooke.
Thank you, Ranger.
Bye, y'all.
Well, class, with our visitors in mind, would someone like to read a passage in James 3?
I'll do it.
Thank you, Cyrus. Let's start with verse 7.
Okay, it says, "For every kind of beast and bird, of reptile and creature of the sea is tamed and has been tamed by mankind."
Like the ringtail and the water monitor.
Right. Now read verse 8.
Sure, but no man can tame the tongue. It is an unruly evil, full of deadly poison.
Did you notice that it says, no man can tame the tongue?
Yeah, Miss Simon, but that doesn't give us much hope.
Oh, I get it. No man can tame the tongue.
Exactly. We humans are not capable of taming our own tongues.
So, without God's help, we're doomed to fail?
Right. But we don't have to fail because God has promised to help us. Check out Psalm 141, verse 3 sometime. Remember your reading assignments for tomorrow. I want to hear more about your challenges too. See you tomorrow, guys. Oh, Jake, you're here. So, how did you do with the challenge?
Well, how'd you do?
Just fine. And in 4 minutes, my 24 hours will be up.
Oh, you didn't make any mistakes at all?
No. Did you?
Well,
You did, didn't you?
yes, I did. Okay, I admit it. You beat me.
I knew it. I knew you couldn't do it, Mr. Disaster.
You just said something negative.
I did not.
You did too. You still had at least 2 minutes to go, and you blew it.
But all I said was, I guess you're right.
See? Now you have to buy me dinner, and I have to buy you dinner.
Okay, Jake. You win.
So, Miss Simon, you ready to go with me to Miss Michelle's? I'm starving.
You're always starving. But sure, let's go, Jake.
It was a good challenge, right? Want to try again?
How about after dinner?
Perfecto.
Well, I enjoyed the interesting visitors to Natasha's class today. Did you? And I think they help the students learn a little more about how our tongues can be tamed. Even with our best effort, we sometimes slip and say the wrong thing. Only God can help us truly conquer our tongues and use words that bless others and ourselves. Words that create peace instead of fires. Now, did you notice the verse that Natasha asked her students to look up? It was Psalm 141 and verse 3. It was written by King David, and here's what it says. "Set a guard, O Lord, over my mouth. Keep watch over the door of my lips." So David exercised his faith, knowing that God would do this for him. And you can pray the same prayer today and know that God will help you too. So, have you tried the No Negativity Challenge yet? If not, I encourage you to do so. It's a wonderful faith exercise. And when you do, write to us at discoverymountain.com and tell us how it went. I'm Miss Jean, and you've been listening to a mini adventure in Discovery Mountain, where the air is clear enough to hear your imagination, and where every day is an exercise in faith. Visit us at discoverymountain.com to send us a message and listen to full episodes on demand. Discovery Mountain is a production of the Voice of Prophecy. Untamable and each of the episodes in this Little Fire series was written by Lori Lyon.